Chapter 1: Genealogical Structure, the Kinship System. B. Defines establishment and consolidation of the affinal relationship. When a man gives his daughter his Bogu in marriage, he acquires in her husband his son Islo, his Hela, who is also called his Bogu. The descendants of the woman, the Yanakon or Tubu ni Bogui, will therefore become the Anak Bogu, abbreviated to Bogu, of her father and his kinsmen. These latter are the Hula Hula relatives-in-law of the Bogu, are also regarded as such by the woman immediately she marries. They are each other's affins todong. They are martodong or fans of each other. The creation of the Bogu Hula Hula relationship by a marriage is termed umpuka partodongan. It affects not only the newly married couple and the first generation stemming from them, but it also establishes the position which, irrespective of later events, will continue to exist between the succeeding generations of the men who descend from the woman on the one hand and from her father and his anatic group on the other. In order to strengthen the Burg-Hula-Hula relation, there will be initially a tendency for a man to take his wife from the cycle of his mother's hula-hula. This preference of a young man to marry the daughter of his mother's brother, his tulang, is called manuduti. The girl is thus his buruni tulang. The girl, born in the same anatic cycle from which the young man's mother comes, connects her husband, who is the ibebere of his tulang, or bere of his tulang. The girl calls him the girl calls among other things ibebere nidamang. Once again, as Hela and also as Bogu, with her father consequently doubling the strength of the existing affinity bond. His brothers, however, will then seek their wives in another cycle, either one belonging to the same marga as the mother's hula-hula, or one belonging to another marga or tribal group. In doing so, it forms his own new hula-hula group. Daughters are never married into the nearest hula-hula from which their mother or their father's mother come. This would reverse the affinity relationship, maksung sang pagtuturan, which is out of the question. It conflicts with the whole structure. The direction in which the women go is followed repeatedly, but marriages do not go in the opposite direction, at least not initially. After some generations, and if the link has not been continually strengthened by repeated manuduti, it is permissible to take a woman as wife from the cycle of the Bogu of the bridegroom. In other words, a girl can be given in marriage to a man of her father's hula-hula. In the first instance, however, daughters go in another direction and then again form Bogu groups for the anatic cycle of their fathers. In this manner, every brother has his very diversified two-directional conjoined affinal relationships. On the one side is his hula-hula, the different groups of nuts from which have originated his mother, his father's brother's wife, his paternal grandmother. The mother of his paternal grandfather, and the female ancestor of his lineage, his Marga branch, his Marga and tribal group. On the other side is his Bogu or Iyanakon. That is the one who took as wives his daughter, his sister, his father's sister, his grandfather's sister, the daughters of his lineage, and the men who sprang from these various marriages. With his anatic descent in the male line, the man stands, as it were, between these hula-hula and Bogu groups. This is illustrated in the following chart, in which the men are indicated by cruces, the women by dots, and the marriages by dotted lines. Man A1 is the first Aritonang to take a Bogu Tampu Bolon as wife. Thus the first thing is that the lineage of Tampu Bolon within which the wife was born, and in a broader sense, the whole branch of the Tampu Bolon marga to which the lineage belongs occurs is Bogu in A1 and his descendants A2, A3, etc. A2, one of the sons of A1, takes as wife one of the daughters of his tulang, T1. He is called her anak ni Nabogu, son of her father's sister. And the connection already established is strengthened by Manuduti repetition. The relationship continues even if the sons A3, the sons or grandsons take the wives from another marga, and it will be renewed again mangaratay if at the later date a young man A takes his wife from the lineage from which came his great grandmother and her mother, who were the Tubaguti. When this happens, the woman then becomes the Bogunituto daughters from the address, since although the regular and very important affinal relationships may not have been maintained in daily life with the group from which he comes, it is nevertheless proper to regard this group as relatives in law in the matter of address. Similarly, the T group has its hula hula in the M group, in which there was at first no Manundoti, this being effected later in the case of T3 Bogu M. It is also Manundoti if a son of one of the E2s take his wife Bogu Tumorang from the same group as did the other E2. T1 and T1 are like each other's brother-in-law. But it is important to note that T1 is the Tungani, also meaning elder of A1, who may not speak with the wife of T1. He refers to her as his bow, and he cannot marry her if she is widowed. Brother T1 and sister Borute are mutually iboto. Sisters, such as the daughters of M2, are each other's pariban. They are magpariban and call each other Haha and Anggi, not Iboto. Each sister is also magpariban to the husband of the other, and both their husbands are magpariban to each other also. Sisters are always very attached to each other, and as a rule, the same is true of their husbands. Surprisingly enough, the 2A2 and the Boguni Tulang, Bogute, are also the pariban of each other. As already mentioned, they are the anak ni Nambogu of Bogute. Their marriage is the only most desired, though it is decreasing more and more at the present day. In complete contrast to this pariban relationship between cousin A2 and cousin Bogute is that between cousin T2 and cousin Bogu A, thus between an anak ni Tulang and Bogu ni Nabogu. In fact, both regard themselves as brother and sister Iboto as to the young man's father and the girl's mother. Marriage between them is out of the question. It will be the worst form of maksungsang possible, and consequently, as far as I know, never happens. For the reminder of the affinal relations and the terms used to define them, see the chart on P66.